pressure to win at this level is insane.
Oh, down goes RJ!
What the f are you doing?
Not a lot of riders will admit this, but I think they all have a fear of failure.
A win in A1 for RJ Hampshire!
Can't land outside the main line, you f***ing know that, man. If you want to win a championship, you have to learn.
If you're the guy who's supposed to win, sometimes that makes it harder.
RJ Hampshire wins in Glendale, Arizona!
When everything's on the line, I can't name a guy that has more heart than RJ.
My amateur career, honestly, was nothing special. Like, man, I was a normal kid going to school, playing baseball, and man, just doing normal kid things. I didn't really take motocross that serious. And if you look at my results, it wasn't until my last year as amateur before I even really did anything. Going to Loretta's right before I went pro, and I won everything. After that, you feel like you can take on the world. I'm sure I said some things back then when I was a little bit younger, and yeah, I probably regret it. But also, it's like, man, you just dominated at the highest level you could at that moment. Then reality sets in. You go race the best dudes in the world, and man, yeah, it was a rude awakening. I do feel like everybody out here has their own story. Mine's just happened to take longer than others. And yeah, I mean, you can blame it on injuries, you can blame it on the learning curve, and kind of everything throughout my career. But I look back on it, and I could have done things differently, but man, the lessons and the mistakes and man, just constantly building, it's built my character really. And yeah, I really wouldn't change anything about it. And to be at this level now, man, I'm so much more appreciative of it because I know how gnarly it's been along the road and the years. What's up?
Nice. Nice. That star is for me.
It's for you. Let me see it.
What? You know who it's from?
Who?
Mason and Ev.
Oh, no way.
They sent her a card.
Did you build your binoculars today?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Names, how was your day?
It was good.
How was your day? Yeah?
She's funny. How was your day?
It was good.
Good.
We figured some things out. Here, Nish.
You're ready for the season?
Yeah. Even though we didn't have much of off season, but yeah, it'd be good. I'm excited for it. Off season was awesome. We made a lot of progress on the bike. Man, just spent a lot of time grinding, you know, with the guys here at the Baker's factory. Nothing new these years. You know, I've been with Alden, I think 4 years now, so I kind of know what to expect. Learned a lot, progressed a lot, and the main thing for myself though is learning how to win. Like, I feel like I've had the speed, had the fitness, none of that's been an issue. That next step though is learning how to win, and I haven't won a lot. So just getting comfortable being up in the front, being comfortable leading laps, and being able to manage a race is where kind of I'm at mentally right now.
I think this is the most talented and the broadest range of talent we've ever seen in the sport. The pressure to win at this level is insane. Not a lot of riders will admit this, but I think they all have a fear of failure, which is knowing that you put in your all and still coming up short. And that internal pressure is more than anything else. Your team, your sponsors, your family, your bank account, all pressure. But the internal pressure to overcome fear of failure is, I think, the hardest part. And a lot of riders won't talk about it, they won't admit it, but it's there. And the ones that can overcome that internally usually deal with the external pressures the best.
Coming into this season with RJ, I think it's one of those unique situations where he's gotten second for the past 2 years in a row, and then those guys have moved on that beat him. There comes some pressure with that because they're gone, you're the man. There's always good guys coming, but ultimately RJ's the experienced guy. He's won races, he's done what it takes, and now the next step is to be a champion.
What's the deck? I'm telling you, I'm gonna run 27 apparel. Nah, yeah.
Those?
Yeah, dude. Press? Are you kidding me? Track walk shoes? Track walk boots?
Bro, these are, you can take these here and in the water.
Hey, I'll show up next to AP.
Deck
Took it away. They seen me wheel tapping.
I ain't really mad at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They seen my wheel tap. They knew it was a liability. They had said they seen my wheel tap yesterday. Yeah, they knew better.
It's your year, huh? Take time, bro.
Thank you.
Take a picture.
Off-season is done. All the off-season work is done. I think we can all agree you guys put your best foot forward. I know over here on our side, we didn't do anything to cut any corners, take any shortcuts. We did the most we could do at the highest level that we knew how to do. And I'm confident that you guys did the same thing. So I appreciate that from everybody. We're here at the first round. We have to have that winning mindset, right? I'm excited. I know we're all excited. Take that deep breath, remind yourself to breathe, especially guys on the track, and let's go out there and make our mark, all right?
A1 is the pressure cooker, you know? It's what you've been doing on the off season. Are you ready? Are you fast enough? I've told RJ before, I'm like, hey, 24 is 424, all right? This is your year. So if you can make it happen right now. Rick, I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Yeah.
Started off right.
Yep.
Let's do this, brother.
Yep.
Good luck, brother. All right, let's go. You got this.
I want these things lit up so much we gotta change the batteries in them.
The best Supercross racers in the world can flip a switch, and you see it, it's evident. As soon as the helmet comes on, it's almost like they turn into like a superhero, and you flip a switch and they're not the same person. You can't talk to them the same, they don't think the same, their mood shifts, their intensities, every part of them completely flips the second they get the helmet on, and it's because they know they're about to go and do battle.
A1, it's Anaheim, and the first main of the year. Let's go! The guy who was going toe-to-toe with Jed Lawrence last year, Hampshire out in front. Second in last year's West Coast Championship. Is he going to run away with it this year, do you think?
Well, I think he believes he can, and you look at how last season went. The only guy that can really match him or beat him was Jed Lawrence, and Jed Lawrence has moved on. RJ is still here, so why wouldn't he have that confidence? Every result that he didn't crash in was a second place. He was clearly the second best rider, and he's showing us exactly that tonight.
Gets his championship campaign off to the best start. A win in A1 for RJ Hampshire.
Yeah! Yeah, dude! Yeah! Hard him right! Get solid, dude! Rick! Rick! Yes! Yeah! Ava! Good job, brother. Good work, bro. Oh, good job, brother. Good job. That was so sick, dude. Yes, I love it, I love it.
It's one of those races where you dream of, winning, and honestly, for a lot of years, I never thought it was going to be possible.
It's so heavy. Turn around.
Turn around, look at the camera.
Look at it.
Smile.
What's up, Rick? She looked good with the little red on her.
I know.
Woo.
Besides the bubble, man.
Yeah.
Dude, well, what? I mean, come on.
You should see the first one I did.
It's still the same?
Yep, they're gonna try to give you 2 practices.
Sounds like they're
Carrying the red plate into the second round and that being a mud race, we all kind of knew it was gonna be a mud race pretty early on in the week. We just didn't know how bad it was gonna be on race day, and it opened up for sure, and it was one of the muddiest Supercrosses I've personally seen.
Ah, it's raining. I didn't wear the right shoes.
You didn't wear the right shoes, but look at me.
What the hell am I doing? Wasting my time out here trying to walk through this.
You come into San Francisco, you're keyed up. He just really won. Anaheim won with some dominating fashion, and it felt good. And then you come in there and the weather's terrible, and everyone has to deal with it. So there's no excuses. There's luck that goes with winning a championship. I'm sorry, it is part of it.
Hey, hey, let's go. Just go have fun, Rick. Don't worry about the red plate. Don't worry about none of that. Just go have fun, you know? That's the only way you're gonna get in the mindset of this. Slide around, have fun, take different lines than what those people in front of you are. Do not follow.
You gotta be fun, all right?
Yeah, no, let's go, Rick. Come on, man. Let's go. Hey, let's go, brother. All right?
Yep.
Let's do it.
After 10 years, Rockstar Husqvarna rider RJ Hampshire has the red plate for the first time. That means he is the points leader coming into the second round here in San Francisco. And honestly, the emotion was palpable up on the podium. He just had a massive smile on his face, and checking in with him again today, well, that grin was still there, and he told me how much it meant to him. It is a legitimate mud race here tonight. RJ told me, well, he doesn't mind. He's good in the mud. He's just got to eliminate any mistakes that might happen.
Well, before Mother Nature didn't cooperate with us, I was like, can he go 2 in a row? Well, he certainly can, but I think he's got to look at big picture here tonight.
Unfortunately, another rider got kind of squirrely and went right into RJ, and it was like the worst possible spot to crash. You know, you're pretty much upside down on the face of a triple. Your bike is, suctioned into the mud.
RJ Hampshire, who just ran away from the field last week in A1. It's a very different story here tonight in San Francisco.
Yeah, you hate to see it. This is going to be a huge points hit for RJ.
I just, threw away a points lead that, like you said, I dominated round 1, and it's not going to come easy, and it's going to be a hard fight.
It's a tough sport. It's never going to be easy. If you're the guy who's supposed to win, sometimes that makes it harder. Ultimately, for RJ, I think that he knows all this stuff, and in the moments, I think the biggest question for him is he rides with so much heart and so much passion. Can you check that once in a while when you need to and put your brain before where your heart is?
Use your head!
Oh, down goes RJ!
Come on! What the f are you doing?
Hampshire crashes out of third.
Rick. Man. What is it?
Just landing to the right.
I know.
Trying to square him up.
I know, but you can't land outside the main line. You know that, man. Nobody's been out there. It's wet. You know that, Rick. You're beating everybody you need to f***ing beat. Come on, bud. 2 corners to go. You had him right where you f***ing needed him. Sometimes you gotta f***ing settle for it, bud. I know you got it in you where you have to, you just charge till the f***ing end. I get that, Rick. I get that and I f***ing respect that. But f***ing man, if we're going for this championship, we have to be smart sometimes, bud. You put yourself in a good position tonight. And we put ourselves a little further back in the hole. When we could have jumped up a little further, we could have been 5 back. Now we're 13. Still a long ways to go. You can still pull this out. But we have to be smart, Rick. Sometimes you have to put brain in front of the heart, bud. Sometimes you have to do that. That's the only way you're gonna get past this. Sometimes you just take what it is. Just take what it is. Take the third. If you want to win a championship, you have to learn. You can do this, Rick. You can do this. I believe in you 100%. After San Diego, RJ was at an all-time low, and you got 24 hours to think about it, process it. But once we start hitting the track on Monday, it's back to business.
Dude, the last 2 weekends, these finish lines have got me. I was in my own way out there, and I was like, man, I've been leading for a while. I gotta be getting close. Hey, I look up.
5 minutes in.
5 minutes 40. I said, dude, come on.
After the main event in San Diego, RJ's obviously deflated. I mean, he was definitely bummed, mad at himself, apologizing to the team. And, you know, RJ's a guy, like, how am I gonna be harder on him than he is on himself, you know? So we both said what we needed to say as far as, like, what could have been that night, where we could be walking away from this race closer in points. Now we're further away. And we both agreed, like, the only thing we can do is move forward. Coming into Anaheim 2, it's like, all right, we can still land on the podium and still be in the fight, but there's gonna come a time when we need to just win.
That was a big 2 weekends in a row that lost a lot of points, but knew these next 2 races were gonna be important.
Triple Crowns are always crazy intense.
This is the opportunity for Hampshire to get points back tonight. The tussle for the overall tonight could come down to these two, the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna of Hampshire and the Monster Pro Circuit Kawasaki, the 47 of Kitchen. Side by side out of the corner. This is the last turn. Who wants it? RJ stands him up and holds him off to take the win. What a race.
That last race, I think RJ, he's going there with a 2-1 and Kitchen was a 1-2, so they're tied on points going into the third race. RJ didn't have the best of start. He made some quick moves, and you can tell he was looking over to see where Kitchen was, and Kitchen was in second. And I think RJ made a solid push to see how quick he can close that gap to see if it's feasible. And sad thing is, his tire was leaking air. He started to get sideways, crashed into the tough blocks. I think he was kind of in panic mode for a quick second until he realized that he still had second overall. He did what he needed to do, close the gap on the points. Now we're back 8. RJ's in a really good mental headspace right now. I would rather be in his spot than the front 2 guys right now.
What? You have your own cup. This is Ivy's.
Ooh, you didn't tell me that.
Don't take it now.
You didn't tell me that. All right.
Mean.
Here. Sorry, here.
It was awesome to come back to the East Coast. We spent, just over a month out there in California. We enjoyed it, rode the highs, rode the lows, took the punches, ran with them. But yeah, it was nice to get back here, man. There's nothing like your own home.
It's just crazy the difference between the older one and the younger one. Like our younger Navy, she's just crazy all the time, nonstop. And Ivy, she was always so mellow and
She was the firstborn.
Yeah. And she's a little bit more girly right now. So, but like I said, it's so much fun. full dance dad, cheer dad, gym dad.
First to admit
cat
it.
dad, like you name it, whatever. Yeah, we definitely have had some
We've
moments.
definitely had him in high heels a few times.
No, not high heels, but
we can leak those videos if you want to see them.
I've had so many lows in my career that I've let bug me more than what I should have, and it just leads into the next weekend, that weekend leads into the next weekend, and man, it's draining, like mentally, physically, and everything. So yeah, I'd say my family is more the positive side to, you know, my negatives. You can't stay in that mindset whenever you have a family at home.
RJ, this one's for you. You have had some unforeseen circumstances happen while out front. Have you changed your approach while leading with maybe slowing down to go fast?
No. I want to win. That's what's in my blood. Yeah, I want to win too bad sometimes, and mistakes happen.
When everything's on the line, I can't name a guy that has more heart than RJ. I can't even look back in the history of the sport and go, hey, you know, this guy, he had heart like RJ. I mean, it's hard. It's really hard to name somebody that really, you know, comes into the same category and mindset that RJ is.
Rick, do a knack-knack. Can you even do any tricks?
Dude,
You can throw a whip.
I tried to do a no.
No, he can't do a whip.
I tried to do a no-hander when I was a kid off the stand on top of my house.
I did the same thing.
Last time
I did the first time I ever did a no-hander. I was on my 2-stroke. I was like, oh, it's not bad. And tried doing a 4-stroke. Yeah.
Stop.
I did.
And landed.
This was like
When you were like 10.
12.
This is blonde hair.
I tried to do a knack-knack once.
Oh.
Knack-knack. Got it back.
Yeah,
And then started freaking out.
Yeah.
Full on Superman. Then it crashed.
Heel clicker?
No.
No, couldn't do a heel.
No.
Can't click them.
Nah?
Can't do the heel. Can't click them.
I can't even sit on the ground and do a heel clicker.
Yeah.
Just do that. Ah.
So you got nothing. You got nothing in the bag of tricks. You cannot whip.
24, RJ Hampshire, he wants that red plate bad, but you know, he's only 8 points down right now, so tonight's a huge night for RJ to get back in the mix, and I would say his goal would be get within 5 of this championship, and he'll sleep a lot better during this break, that's for sure.
RJ Hampshire, what more are you going to be searching for come the next qualifying session?
I'm just lucky for this Pro Taper crossbar right there, because I took a good shot right off the chin. That did not feel good. But yeah, I just caught a tough block off the double face and was way short. I'm sure you guys seen it on the camera. But yeah, just clean up those little mistakes. The track's gonna be really tough tonight. Just hit your marks. But yeah, stoked for the whole team and all our supporters, and carry this on to the next one.
Little Rick jaw a little bit when he
Did he?
ate the bar.
Yeah. Was it a bad case? I didn't see it.
I couldn't figure out what happened, but what happened was he grabbed those tough blocks that on the message board.
Oh yeah.
You saw that.
I was just reading it right now.
Yeah. He's the one who caught him, and he was like short and sideways.
Did he cut himself?
No, he just like it pushed his jaw back, and it's super sore back here.
All the top racers in the sport are well aware of the dangers. They know it exists, and they don't care. And the reason why is because they want it so bad. Their goals are bigger than their fears. And they put in a lot of work that makes them think that they're capable, and they are. And when the gate drops, someone's gonna win the dang thing, and it's usually the rider who can push out those fears, block out those fears, and trust themselves. And with that comes a lot of risk.
Well, for the number 24 of RJ Hampshire, he was your Anaheim 1 winner and had all the momentum. Ever since then has been mistakes and a little bit of disappointing results. He's got to get back on track and get a win tonight.
Let's go! 250 lane in Arizona!
RJ Hampshire, he's in third. I love what I'm seeing right here. This is teed up to be a perfect race.
And top 3 in the championship of the 3 bikes you see. And RJ Hampshire starting to turn up the heat on Levi Kitchen. Look at that switchback. Beautiful riding, RJ Hampshire. Jordan Smith has dropped his bike. So RJ Hampshire has taken over the lead. He starts the season with a win at Anaheim 1. Round 2, 9th. Round 3, 6th. The most recent round, he finished 2nd. This could be the pivotal round for RJ Hampshire in his quest to be a 250 West Monster Energy AMA champion. One last time through the whoops, RJ Hampshire wins in Glendale, Arizona, to become the first multi-time winner in the 2024 250 West Championship. Levi Kitchen gets second, loses the lead of the championship, but is still in contention, and it's all smiles from RJ Hampshire.
Yeah! Yeah, dude, we're f***ing in this thing.
Yes, brother. I told you. You put some pressure on those boys. You put some little pressure on those boys, and they'll fade. What I tell you, man. I'm so proud of you, man. This is the way we end this for this break right now. You know, I'm hurting. I know. Hey, but you got 6 weeks to read. Yeah. Hey, you're 6 weeks high. Yeah. We fight back. We did what we need to do. Good job, Rick.
First season where you've grabbed multiple wins, what does that do to your confidence going into the break?
Yeah, it's massive. You know, A1 was solid. I felt like I've been riding really well. Yeah, I definitely threw some away there in San Diego. But it was important for myself and this team to like both show up here, get the points back, you know, cut down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, just enjoy the next 6 weeks now. It's nice to go on that break with a win. And yeah, first time ever that I've had 2 wins in a year, which is, yeah, huge. I'm super happy. You know, we don't have the red plate, but definitely the closest I've ever been.
Yes, brother. This is what I'm talking about, man.
Hold it together.
Told you, you know. I know you're stressing out a little bit through the day. Yeah, you were. Don't lie. I know when you kind of stress.
Whenever I get quiet, hey, I'm just like, listen, I got one goal. I'll pull it together for the main.
You're in the best spot right now. 5 backs. Yeah, lower. Yeah. Well,
I thought I was pissing blood earlier.
Yeah. Where are you over now? Yeah. You got a little time to recover. This is how you want to end it, going into a break.
And I was just kind of flowing, flipping them off.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Do we get it? This hat? Dude, I told him I wanted this thing. This hat's dirty.
Thank you. Good job, Rick.
Thank you.
Great race.
I'm in an awesome spot. The win in Phoenix was huge. Just know, like, you were the guy that on that last race. The next race, Seattle, is, you know, far away, but hopefully we can show up to Seattle and, you know, be exactly where we left off, if not even a little bit better.
I hate to say it, but it is a brutal sport. We all live and breathe it.
You know, I got pretty tough skin, and I watched what my brother had to go through. You know, when he was racing, when he had his highs and his lows, and it happens to all of us at one point. You know, everybody, there's one point where you're all standing up on a podium, and then next thing you know, everybody's saying you washed up, he needs to quit and retire.
To be honest, this season for me was a complete nightmare. I feel like everything that could go wrong went wrong.